square root of m by a whole square plus n by b whole square, where m and n are integers. Therefore, for different values of m, suppose m is equal to 0, 1, 2, so on, n is equal to 0, 1, 2, so on. So, for different values of m and n, we have different cutoff frequency. Based on m and n values, we will have different cutoff frequencies. Therefore, we can say that a particular value of m and n is called a mode. Therefore, for each mode described by either TE mn or TM mn. For each mode characterized by a set of integers m and n, there is a corresponding cutoff frequency. Fc. So, how we can define the cutoff frequency is, the cutoff frequency is the frequency below which attenuation takes place and above which propagation takes place. We already discussed this thing clearly. So, this we would draw represent on a graph. This is a Fc. So, F greater than Fc, F less than Fc. So, here only attenuation, in this region propagation. That's why waveguide is called high pass filter. So, like this we can define cutoff frequency. Cutoff wavelength. Is defined by lambda c. You know lambda c, what is the relation between lambda and f? Lambda is equal to c by f in general. So lambda c is equal to c by fc, where c is phase velocity of uniform plane wave in free space. Fc is cutoff frequency. Therefore, lambda c is equal to c by fc is equal to c by 2 into square root of m by a whole square plus n by b whole square. Therefore, lambda c is equal to 2 by square root of m by a whole square plus n by b whole square. This is cutoff wavelength. Here we are discussing for TM mode propagation. So we know that TM11 is the lowest mode possible. First lowest mode first lowest mode possible. Therefore, TM11 has lowest cutoff frequency. Lowest cutoff frequency or longest cutoff wavelength. So, if longest cutoff wavelength of all TM modes, TM11 has the lowest cutoff frequency or longest cutoff wavelength of all TM modes. Since frequency is low means obviously lambda is equal to C by F. So F is low. F is low means lambda is high. That's why TM1 has the lowest cutoff frequency or longest cutoff wavelength of all TM modes. Now we will discuss particularly about phase constant beta. Phase constant beta for TM mode propagation. TM mode propagation. So we know that gamma is equal to in general relation square root of m pi by a whole square plus n pi by b whole square minus omega square mu epsilon. For propagation to occur, omega square mu epsilon is greater than m pi by a whole square plus n pi by b whole square. So we already discussed these things. Suppose if this condition satisfies, then what happens? Then gamma is equal to, so if this value omega square mu epsilon is greater than this value, so obviously we can take minus common, because the result is only minus. So minus, if you take total common means minus, how I can write j square. So j square means it is j here, omega square mu epsilon minus m pi by a whole square minus n pi by b whole square. I can write like this with the help of this condition. This implies, but gamma is equal to now j beta only is equal to j into omega square mu epsilon minus m pi by a whole square minus n pi by b whole square. J cancels. So b is equal to this value. Beta is equal to this value. Now what I am doing, beta is equal to square root of omega square mu epsilon I am taking common. Then what happens? This is equal to 1 minus m pi by a whole square plus n pi by b whole square divided by omega square mu epsilon. So try to simplify it further. I am simplifying this m pi by a whole square plus n pi by b whole square by omega square mu epsilon. How I am simplifying is this m pi by a whole square plus n pi by b whole square by omega square, that is 2 pi f whole square mu epsilon equal to, if you take pi square common in numerator, pi square in denominator cancels out. Therefore m by a whole square plus n by b whole square divided by 4 f square mu epsilon. I know that C is equal to 1 by square root of mu epsilon. Therefore, C square is equal to 1 by mu epsilon. That is equal to, so total this equation becomes C square into m by a whole square plus n by b whole square by 4. This is equal to 4f square. C by 2 whole square m by a whole square plus n by b whole square by f square. So this I can write, what is the cutoff frequency? C by 2 into square root of m by a whole square plus n by b whole square. I can write this as fc square by f square. Therefore, I can mention beta as square root of omega square mu epsilon into 1 minus fc by f whole square. This equal to implies beta is equal to omega square root of mu epsilon into square root of 1 minus fc by f whole square. I am representing beta dash is equal to omega square root of mu epsilon, or beta dash is equal to omega by c, because c is equal to 1 by square root of mu epsilon, where c is free space velocity, 3 into 10 power 8 meters per second in free space. Therefore, beta is equal to beta dash into square root of 1 minus fc by f whole square. fc by f whole square. So this is a phase constant of a wave in TM mode propagation. The next one is phase velocity. Phase velocity in TM mode wave propagation. We know that phase velocity is equal to omega by beta. So here beta is nothing but beta dash into square root of 1 minus fc by f whole square. So that is equal to omega by beta dash. Beta dash is omega into square root of mu epsilon into square root of 1 minus fc by f whole square. So this is equal to omega cancels out. 1 by square root of mu epsilon is nothing but I can write like as c by square root of 1 minus fc by f whole square. Phase velocity is equal to c by square root of 1 minus fc by f whole square. That is, for a given frequency, for a given particular frequency value, if you calculate for a given value of f and fc, for a given value of f and fc, the phase velocity is greater than c. The phase velocity is greater than c. So which is practically not possible. Which is not possible practically, because no wave will travel with more velocity of free space, that is more than free space velocity, that is c. But here in a waveguide, if you calculate for TM mode propagation, what happens? The phase velocity is greater than c for a given value of f, for a particular value of fc. So this is a contradiction. Because here the phase velocity is greater than c. The remedy for this is, generally in a waveguide, the wave is not to travel with a phase velocity. Generally the wave will travel with a group velocity. The wave will travel with a group velocity. That is the reason. So that is the wave in a waveguide. Travels with group velocity, not with phase velocity. The group velocity is given by Vg is equal to c into square root of 1 minus fc by f whole square. Vg is always less than c, which is always less than c for a given value of f. For a given value of f. Phase velocity into group velocity is given by c square. That is, c is always equal to square root of phase velocity into group velocity. The next one is intrinsic wave impedance. Eta Tm. In Tm mode propagation, what is the intrinsic or what is the wave impedance? So the wave impedance is generally given by eta Tm is equal to, general is beta by omega epsilon. Here beta is equal to omega square root of mu epsilon into square root of 1 minus fc by f whole square. Therefore eta Tm is equal to substitute these values and simplify, you will get square root of mu by epsilon into square root of 1 minus fc by f whole square. So where square root of mu by epsilon is nothing but eta dash. I can represent this as eta Tm is equal to eta dash into 1 minus fc by f whole square. fc by f whole square. Where eta dash is equal to square root of mu by epsilon free space. This is free space, or in generally for a dielectric. For a dielectric. In general, it is for a dielectric. Free space or dielectric, lossless dielectric. So eta Tm for a given value of f, eta Tm is always less than eta dash. For a given value of f, the wave impedance is less than eta dash. That is free space impedance, 120 pi. So this formula is very important. So in waveguides particularly, the formulas are important to solve the problems. So keep in mind all the formulas. Another important relation is relation between lambda z, lambda naught and lambda c. Here lambda g is guide wavelength. Lambda c is cutoff wavelength. Lambda naught is free space wavelength. The relation is given by 1 by lambda g square is equal to 1 by lambda naught square minus 1 by lambda c square. 1 by lambda g square is equal to 1 by lambda naught square minus 1 by lambda c square, which is very important relation, keep in mind. If you summary, the important formulas you have to keep in mind is, the first one is cutoff frequency fc is equal to c by 2 square root of m by a whole square plus n by b whole square, and lambda c, cutoff wavelength is c by fc. The second one is the phase velocity is given by c by square root of 1 minus fc by f whole square, phase velocity is greater than c. Third one is beta is equal to beta dash into square root of 1 minus fc by f whole square, beta is less than beta dash. And fourth one is intrinsic impedance eta Tm is equal to eta by eta into square root of 1 minus fc by f whole square, so eta Tm is less than eta dash. And the fifth relation is 1 by lambda g square is equal to 1 by lambda naught square minus 1 by lambda c square. So these are the formulas we have to keep in mind for TM mode wave propagation. This is a summary of the discussion